Oh, it is. It's you. You. He's wonderful.
Is probably the reason why the character in Chinatown.
Well, you know, it does mean a lot to me. I actually, you know, you heard all this, but, you know, coming here and smuggling films in and running around the Marche is where I met all the people that I know in the film business. A lot of them are here now, also a little bit grayer, but, you know, they're still here, still working, and it's very stimulating. And, you know, we had a great time when we came with Easy Rider. We were free to get loaded in those days, so the festival was a little bit more rocking than it can be in the streets today. That was good. We don't have anybody here anymore who wears a tuxedo like Luchino Visconti did, but we'll do the best we can, you know. But it's nice to be here. It's good to be here again. I have to get up earlier to walk the Croisette, but I still do it.
I was wondering what you do to get into a character and not just make people see, oh, there's Jack Nicholson again on the screen.
Yeah. Well, that's always the hard job for an actor. You know, anybody can act once or twice. They don't know who you are. But when you have to unconvince them of who you are, like in About Schmidt, as Alex has said, I've listened to his interviews also. He asked me to play a small man. So, you know, every job is different, every character is different. That's what makes it interesting, you know. Otherwise, you wouldn't keep doing it. You'd be doing the same thing over and over again. No one really knows the real Jack anyway. I actually thought of it as more of a silent movie performance. You know, I just thought of it that way. You know, I always steal from other actors. A lot of them were born in Omaha. I think Harold Lloyd was born in Omaha, and a lot of actors. Fred Astaire comes from there. A lot of people come from there, so I felt like ghosts were around, you know, and they'd kind of move in on you. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror the whole 3 months I was doing this picture because I thought I would never return to myself. You know, the physiognomy of a character, really one of the smart things I was going to say, what's the difference between you and this guy? I was going to say diet, you know, because he's a very sedentary American. So, you know, if you just get rid of your camera tricks, what angles they shoot you from, all of that, it in the end creates an overall impression of aging in different ways. And this is the least vain performance I think I've ever given, you know.
Oh, I could spin some yarn and probably bore the backside off your hair, but I don't know. I mean, sex, violence, a man who is always in complete control. The women, the gadgets, Monty Norman's music. It was a kind of glorious meeting of personalities back there in the 60s when the late Cubby Broccoli came in and Harry Saltzman. They took it over and they found Sean Connery. It's very hard one to define. But I think, bottom line, it's the kind of the women, the gadgets, the sex, the romance, the fantasy world, this ultimate hero.
Yeah. And as far as you're concerned, fourth time down the line, is it ever a burden to you, or do you come back to it, like as you said, like a comfy pair of old slippers?
Comfy pair of old slippers. Is it a burden? It's an interesting character to live with because he precedes you wherever you go in the world. I mean, your face, you're internationally known. it makes traveling very easy. As an actor, to go on and burst through that, that is the challenge. Where does one go as an actor? How do you redefine yourself, having taken on this mantle of a character? That one can mess with your head sometimes, but you throw all that away and you just have a great old time doing it. I mean, really.
And you feel that you've escaped being typecast? I mean, you've done a wide variety of films during those 4 movies.
Well, I'll always be known as a Bond, one of the Bonds. So you make peace with that. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of the 3 films that I've done. I think there has been a growth. I'd like to think that there has been a growth from GoldenEye to this point now with Die Another Day, in performance, in just control, and a little bit of finesse. And like I was saying there a minute ago, you know, you use that to your advantage. If you love what you do as an actor and you love putting on a production, then making my own company and creating something like Irish Dreamtime and making my own films is a way of carving out for myself something which is meaningful.
Yeah. And number 5 still appeals?
Number 5 still appeals, yes. Number 6, we don't know. We don't know, but right now, why not?
Yeah. And